A very important aspect of preventative healthcare for our pets, and particularly our dogs in this case, is using a worming and flea control preparation. There are a number of products that are on the market, but we use a product that will treat both for fleas and worms and lungworm in the same treatment. Now, the way to apply it, it's a topical treatment, so it goes directly onto the skin, and the important aspect of it is that you need to part the fur so that it actually gets down onto the skin. And then with these larger dogs, it's actually quite a large volume that we're putting on the skin, so we recommend that you apply it at a number of different sites along the back. I would normally use sort of 6 or 7 spots along Bellen's back here so that it doesn't all get in one place. Because the problem that can happen is if you put it in one spot, then it doesn't get absorbed through the skin as quickly as it might do, and if he shakes, then it might spray off and he might not get the full dose that's necessary. So I'll show you what we need to do. This is the treatment here, and you open the packet and you undo the lid, and the bottle is actually sealed. There's a little peg in there that seals the bottle, and the opposite end of the cap you put onto the end of that tube. You can just lie there for a moment, Bellen, and you just twist it and you take the peg out. So you've just got the tube open there. Then the important aspect, as I say, is you apply it directly onto the skin. Bellen, sit down. Good boy. The important aspect is so that you actually part the fur so that you can see the skin, and then you put a small amount on there, and then I just use the end of the bottle just to wipe over it, and then we'll do a different spot here. See there? Good boy, good boy. And then we just basically go all the way along his back. Sit down, sit. Good boy. Go all the way along his back. Now, as you notice, Bellen just shook then, and that's when potentially he can be shaking off some of the treatment. So it's very important that you're not trying to soak the fur, you're trying to get it directly onto the skin. So you need to part the fur so that the medication goes directly onto the skin where it will get absorbed. One other really important thing to remember is that this liquid that we're putting onto the back of his neck, if it gets onto finished surfaces, can actually be quite corrosive. So definitely don't apply it in your sitting room in front of your brand new flat screen television, because it could spray all over the television and damage the screen, for example. So what I tend to do is, if I'm treating Bellen, then I will put it on him just before we're going out for a walk. By the time we get back from the walk, as long as it's not raining, by the time we get back from the walk, then it'll have dried nicely onto his skin, and he can come back into the sitting room. Good boy, Bellen. Well done.